Welcome to the end of our highly questionable work week. We're off tomorrow. We'll see you again on Monday. This is Izzy Gutierrez. What do you like on the show today, Iz?
Can the Philly fanatic be taken to people's court, or does it have to be a person?
We got a wayward wiener story with the Philly fanatic. Dale, Papi.
Should the government listen to Brett Favre and then youth tackle football?
Okay, this is an aggressive first question for a Thursday. And youth tackle football through the government, through Brett Favre. We have all seen in real time what that sport has done to Brett Favre. We've seen his aging in the commercials. Through the Gene ads, he looks like your grandfather. He has had a lot of concussions, and now he's saying, I can't have my son playing this, knowing what is literally in my head. I know the darkness that is in here. I can't have my son playing this sport. It's jarring to have the grandfather symbol of this sport, who played a consecutive streak like none other in the history of the sport, give voice to something like this as the face of football.
Brett Favre comes across, correct me if I'm wrong here, as the ultimate football junkie, as the guy that you would say spent day one until right now playing football and loved every second of it. And yet here he is saying the exact opposite of what you would expect him to say. Keep your kids away. He's recalling a time when Joe Frazier came and visited his team and was slurring through his speech, and the team was laughing about it, where now they obviously take these things seriously. This is the language of a man transformed. He went from mindless and jocular to thoughtful and scientific. And when you throw in reason and data into any conversation, it's going to improve it. It just so happens that in this current conversation, reason and logic has been gone for so long. We're letting kids run around with helmets and collide heads. We don't even let them walk across the street alone or choose what they eat, but they're proven to create brain injuries, and we're allowing kids to do it over and over. Yes, it should be outlawed.
You can't watch HBO Real Sports report by John Frankel in which he's talking to these players at 50 years old, and they don't know that they're 50 years old. Their brains are so locked up that they have been treated in a way by the medical system, by the sport itself, that leaves them feeling isolated and looking like Brett Favre. Brett Favre is trying to warn everybody, get out while you can.
And I don't know what the problem is with learning the skills of the game first until you are a teenager, and then learning the contact of the game first. You've seen these Pee-wee football games. It's kids in uniforms that are way bigger than they are, running around aimlessly and just kind of colliding heads. They don't know what they're doing half the time. They don't need to be wearing those things.
I never had to worry about you getting injured because you never had to get off the bench.
He was laughing before the joke was even made here. He's already laughing because he knows the joke that's coming.
It's hilarious, even if I know it's coming.
He ain't telling no lies.
Is it worth for the Celtics to trade Jaylen Brown to get Kawhi Leonard?
Kawhi is his name. My father continues to want to call him Kawhi for some reason. Jaylen Brown, the Celtics know what he is. And a year ago about this time, we were having this conversation. When Kyrie Irving was forcing a trade to Boston, people were saying Boston can't give up too much. They don't have to. They gave up too much by giving Isaiah Thomas up. If Boston is giving you up, it's because Boston knows it's getting something better. I trust Boston here more than I would anybody else.
I'm very confused by the question. I want to make sure we have the name right. Jaylen Brown. Yes, of course you trade Jaylen Brown for Kawhi Leonard. And this is not an insult to Jaylen Brown. I've thought of Jaylen Brown as kind of a Kawhi light and has that type of potential in him. He has the athleticism, the defensive prowess, can shoot the three ball just fine. Probably not the playmaker yet, but has plenty of time to grow into that. But I think the only name in Boston that is untouchable is Jason Tatum. I think Kyrie Irving can get traded because he ended his season injured. And frankly, we don't know where he's going to go after 2019. I think Al Horford can be traded. I think Gordon Hayward could be traded because a healthy Kawhi Leonard is flat better. So again, no offense to Jaylen Brown. He could be an all-star, probably will be an all-star one day. But on this team, he is essentially a role player, and he'll be a role player as long as Tatum and Irving and all those other guys are there. So yes, I would trade him, absolutely.
We said a lot of words. All you need to know is you get the guy who already is Kawhi Leonard in exchange for the guy you don't know is going to become Kawhi Leonard.
But that doesn't fill up the time on TV.
Boston, you don't want to go to Boston, Kawhi. Are you kidding me? The weather in Boston, there's nothing in Boston that will attract you.
Shoveling snow. That's right. Shoveling snow out there.
No, don't listen to them. Miami, South Beach. That's paradise. That's heaven. Kind of snow. And my son has a hell of a place here. You can have that place, all day long, 7 days a week. It's yours for the taking. Come on down. I'm
not agreeing to these terms.
I'm pretty sure the collective bargaining agreement doesn't allow it either.
Well, I don't allow it. Do I matter here?
Because Rob Manfred need to do something to make baseball more fun.
Okay, this is the way that baseball gets into our show after a football question and a basketball question. While baseball's playing, what do they have to do to make it more fun? We love reinventing this sport around here. It's become a regional sport instead of the national pastime. And one of the things that's happened is you'll go 3 innings and a ball won't be put in play. Everything is so specialized that it's either home runs or guys throwing 100 miles an hour and nobody making contact. And when you get into that kind of performance elitism, it's not very fun to watch. The answer to this, the long answer is everything I just said. The short answer is absolutely yes.
Well, it's not just us bringing this up. Bob Nightingale did write a story on USA Today about this, and frankly, the numbers are jarring, some of them. I mean, when you talk about 3 minutes and 45 seconds between balls put in play, I watched an entire season of 13 Reasons Why and didn't have that much interruption from beginning to end, okay? People need instant gratification here. And really, what are we talking about with baseball? Last postseason seemed like it would buoy this sport. And we'd go into this season with the Yankees being relevant again and Houston being a juggernaut. We even have Seattle as an interesting story. But what are we talking about here? We're talking about the game being less fun and, spoiler alert, a woman being hit in the face with a duct tape wrapped hot dog. So I don't really think that the game itself is really in a good place.
Wait a minute. That's the next question.
Spoiler
you blew
alert.
it.
Well, I got a suggestion. Bring back PEDs.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good suggestion.
That's right.
It's a good suggestion. Look, it was fun. We'll get the congressional hearings. Even those are more entertaining than 3 innings of not watching baseball.
The game is only here because of steroids. We wanted the home runs, but without the steroids, this is what we get.
In exchange for having to watch baseball today, can we just go back to Sammy Sosa forgetting how to speak English in front of Congress?
Is the Ranger fan right not to sue the Philly fanatic?
Kathy McVeigh is her name. She is a woman who has been hit in the face by a wayward hot dog. The Philly fanatic is a bit of an assassin with his launcher, and you can see what it did to Kathy McVeigh's face. She had no protection. She's got a shoulder surgery coming up. Boom, right in the face with a hot dog. And this is totally creepy, the way we're slow-mowing on this. It makes it a little extra sad, but it's nice that she wouldn't sue in a litigious America.
And she also says it's fine to laugh at her. So let's all laugh at her because that's hilarious. Another thing, a couple other notes here. Like, okay, she's got an injured shoulder, so could she just do this to avoid the hot dog flying to her face? I mean, that's a good idea there. Also, the Philly fanatic, little known fact, in 2002 it was written he's the most sued mascot in sports. Who knew that?
My father seemed to have known that.
Really?
My
You knew
like,
that? I mean,
That's
it would
right.
make total
My father
sense.
was nodding as you said that. He knew that for some reason.
Also, the Phillies offer her tickets to one future game. How about tickets to one future season? You almost took her eye out with a hot dog covered in tape, man. It's worth one season. It's not like your stadium's packed. Come on.
Izzy is
Kathy
real
deserves
generous
more.
with those Philly tickets that aren't his.
Don't give her any more hot dogs either. Those things will kill you.
That's the only way I'll go back to the Marlins.
Oh, if they give you
if
hot
they
dogs,
start throwing hot dogs into the stands, I'll be there every day.
And
I'll watch
I'll
every
be there
game.
too.
That's
matter
right.
how
See
many
how
can I
many can I catch, man? I'm
Yes,
telling you,
yes.
that's a hell of a deal.
How do you think we got this heavy? Nobody's at the park on hot dog throwing day.
You can hit me in the face again
right,
and again and
again.
again.
Keep
It
hitting
doesn't
me.
matter to me.
Yes.
He'll eat the duct tape.
Yes, launch those hot dogs right into his nose.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Cincinnati and Detroit, and it's in Cincinnati. Here's a home run, and Dad is going to make his little girl proud. Watch him. I'm going to get this for my little princess.
My son's TV show is presented by Jimmy Jones. Freak yeah!
I just saved hundreds of dollars by switching to Geico. I feel like a whole new person.
Disclaimer, you will not become a whole new person. This is impossible. You might be able to join a gym or diet program, buy a new wardrobe, get hair implants, but your DNA and physical form will remain the same. Geico waives any and all liability if you attempt to become a new person, except a cyborg. If you choose to become a half-human, half-cybernetic organism with lasers for eyes, the Geico legal team would be cool with that, because, quote, laser eyes are pretty sweet. Pew, 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 end quote.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Time to play the game that doesn't want any guff today. Do you question?
Unlike other days where there's guff all over the place. You give us topics and events, we question them.
Guff, a good old person word.
Do you question if Mo Bamba playing basketball against kids went the way you thought it would?
Mo Bamba, I think, is the closest thing this sport has ever drafted to an extraterrestrial. This guy does not look like other human beings in terms of wingspan and speed and athleticism, so he crushes kids, right? Yeah, well, of course, this is how this is going to go.
Oh, they're actual kids. I thought they were just going to show us his college footage.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to also be doing this in the pros, though.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like he's also going to do that.
There we go. That's the guy I like.
There's the hole in his game. It's a good thing to know before the draft.
It's Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas is going to so take advantage of that film study.
Ring, ring, ring. Hello? Oh. Fred Hoiber. Hey, Fred. Yeah? Oh, you think that he should have moved his feet in defense? Otherwise, they would have stopped that kick? Yeah? So you don't think that Mo is a good defensive guy, eh?
Liability.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the reason. All right. Okay. Yeah? Okay. Hey, Fred, how many games did you win last year? 25 games? You think that you should be doing something else? Watching, other than watching the... All right, Fred. I'll pass the word around. Man. Can you believe that? He got to move his feet.
No.
He said that's the reason he wouldn't draft him.
Can you believe that?
Can you?
Do you question if that earned the souvenir?
Dad is what you call it. You would think he would know that word. It's a simple one. It's what he is. Dad. Regardless, we go out to a dad, Cincinnati and Detroit, and it's in Cincinnati. Here's a home run, and Dad is going to make his little girl proud. Watch him. Nope. I'm going to get this for my little princess. No, he's not going to get it for...
oh, my goodness.
And then, worse than that, this guy over here with the terrible beard, Greg goes in there and says, here, I pity you. Here, Dad, you're pathetic. Here, you can have the... Yeah, it's right in his face.
The pity is so grand. That's a Tigers fan in Cincinnati being given a baseball by a Reds fan because he feels so bad about how he embarrassed himself in front of his daughter. You do not recover from that. Sorry, guy.
Poor parenting. She will never respect you again.
At least that guy didn't get hit in the face with a hot dog.
Oh, that's right.
He's okay. Right. He's in good shape.
Okay, there you go. He wasn't a part of that wayward wiener story we did earlier.
Do you question how Dante DiVincenzo holds a pen?
Oh, let's check in with the Villanova star here. Keep in mind, this is the Michael Jordan of Delaware. Oh. That is his nickname. Also, the Big Ragu is one of his nicknames. That's Laverne and Shirley. That's a 1970s nickname. Let's check out him trying to autograph something. Yeah, there you go. That's a right hand. That is a shooting stroke, but that is not a penmanship stroke, though.
I mean, what?
That's right.
Did his parents not correct that?
I guess not.
I mean, this guy's jumper is beautiful, but I don't want to see him writing anything. By the way, I want to remind people, the NBA draft is tonight, and so far we'd show you Mo Bamba having a kid run through his legs and Dante DiVincenzo signing something awkwardly. So that's the coverage you need.
That's how we cover things around here.
Are we sure that this guy went to class? Doesn't look like
that doesn't seem like proof that he went to class. Like somebody would have seen this before and said, what are you doing, Big Ragu?
I don't know.
What are you doing? Nobody writes like that.
Do you question whether Anze Kopitar was right to leave this magician hanging?
This is great from the NHL Awards last night. Now, Anze Kopitar is your winner here, and this magician is going to reveal to you that Anze Kopitar is your winner by displaying some cards magically that will reveal Anze Kopitar, his face, his likeness. What do we have here?
Your winner tonight.
A foot where it's not supposed to be is where we start.
Yes, a foot in the sky is your winner.
And then everything is wrong, and now you shuffle the cards embarrassingly, and now just move things around. Oh, it's too late.
Let's just clap anyway.
Yes.
You know what else?
Oh, my God. Oh, the ending. You've done your job poorly, and also you've extended your hand. And there's the dismount on failure, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it looks like.
You know what else would have told you that he won the award? He was sitting right next to the magician.
Could have just told him.
Could have just pointed. This guy, instead of embarrassing yourself.
That was bad, but I have seen worse.
That's not true. You haven't seen worse.
That's right.
Oh, it's a whole montage.
That's the worst one right there. That's the worst one right there. That's Steph Curry.
Yeah. This is wonderful right here. Awkwardness. That's horse racing. Mina, how many times? No, Mina! This is wonderful video. Mina, how many times? Oh, that guy in the hand. Did you guys needed a circle back there? No, you got to put a circle around it and play that again. Let's see here. What that guy did in the background. That disgusting guy. This guy in the back right here. Yeah. I knew you guys missed it.
Oh, it's that soccer coach.
My Son's TV show is presented by Jimmy Jones, Freak Yeah, and in part by Toyota. Let's go places. Time to play the game that is definitely going to get a new bumble picture from National Selfie Day. See? Or no?
I don't think he said selfie right. You tell us what to watch on television tonight. We'll tell you if we're intrigued.
Tonight on ESPN, the NBA Draft.
Yes, this is exciting. Papi, who are you waiting for tonight? Who's going to get drafted tonight that you're excited about?
Oh, the big Ragu is going to get drafted tonight. Are you kidding me? The Michael Jordan of Delaware. That's right. That guy's going to make history tonight.
I was going for his Mo Bamba song, but he went off the board. I'm interested in where the guys like Porter and Bamba, who aren't allowing people to see their medical records, where it is that they're going to go and if they're going to be able to pull that power play to get where they want. Izzy, are you intrigued?
Oh, yeah, of course I am. I'm intrigued by a couple of things. I want the trades to go down. I want them to go down tonight, and I'm intrigued to see how many people get caught by a fake Woj bomb and retweet that, because those are going to happen.
Somebody's going to fake Woj Kawhi Leonard trade. That's what we're tuning in for. Is Kawhi going to be traded? Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. I'm expecting a big thing tonight when Mo Bamba gets there. He says, with the number 1 draft pick, the Memphis Grizzlies, they select Mo Bamba. And then Mo Bamba says, I don't want to go to the Memphis Grizzlies. I turn around to Donald Silver and say, I told you they want to go and grab the commissioner by the neck and throw him on the floor.
So many things wrong with that.
All right, well, he's got Memphis trading up, so look for that.
Right now on the Yes Network, Mariners and Yankees.
Oh, what we're about to show you is going to hurt my father's feelings. He's been calling Giancarlo Stanton the whiffer for 7 years now. Did it at a charity event. The Yankees have the best record in baseball, and look at how they won last night. Look at this. 0-2 count.
Oh, look at that pitcher. I love that more than anything. Look at that pitcher. If he could be teleported anywhere the moment that ball meets that bat, he would leave right now.
Yeah, right when he should have thrown up right on the mound, right there. That one hurts, Papi. A laser beam. The game is over. New York celebrates. We get Derek Jeter and a team made out of coupons. Enjoy, New York. Izzy, are you intrigued?
Sort of, but I really can't be because it's on right now, Dan. I'm right here. I can't watch it.
He's got to watch himself. He's very vain that way. Perhaps now would be a good time to show him shirtless, so when he's watching here later, the show as it's happening during taping, he can look at himself without a shirt on. Thank you. Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. That was baseball history in the making because Whitfield doesn't usually hit the walk-on homer. Usually he strikes out, so I hope the Yankee fans enjoy it because next time around he's going to strike out.
If you want to see me with my shirt off, Dan, you can just ask.
No. I'll show you mine too.
No, I don't want to see yours. No.
Let's see mine. Why not? Let's see mine.
Izzy, get out of there.
There's my six-pack. There we go.
Izzy, get out of there. You're disgusting.
Tonight on Fox Sports Ohio, Cubs at Reds.
Oh, the Cubs are a very athletic team. So what do we have here from Jason Hayward? Let's check this out.
It wasn't on that balloon trajectory.
Oh, and it's the catch. What's happening here? It's Hayward's got a big arm, and Contreras is gonna. Yeah. That has to feel
That's
pretty
a hose.
good. Yeah, it's a hose, and catchers normally aren't that kind of athlete.
Look at that. I mean, that was not on a bounce or anything. That was on the money.
You might say that's worth $180 million because it's about all the Cubs have gotten for that. Izzy, are you intrigued?
No, not at all. Even though I love that play, I'm not interested in that game. The Reds, you saw their attendance. It's terrible.
Papi, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Did you see that catcher, buddy? Did you see what happened to that catcher after that play? Didn't you see that blood in his face?
Did he have blood on his face?
That's right.
Oh,
look.
I didn't see that.
Look at him. Yeah. Look at him.
Oh, that makes it even better.
Look at that.
Oh, swagger with some blood on your face. That's the way to do it.
Looks like he got hit in the face with a hot dog.
Yeah, that would be much worse.
Makes baseball great.
That would be much worse.
Streaming on Netflix, Jaylen Brown, Miracle.
We have covered the hell out of Magic today. So we did this with the cards at the NHL award ceremony. Let's do it with an illusionist here.
Now. This moment, right now. is all there ever is. Good evening! You come and see this show, you see things that are extraordinary. Thank you very much! You wouldn't see them on any other stage anywhere in the world. Can you pick it up and bang the glass? And then I'm going to try to eat it. Great, cheers. What I'm going to show you now has been banned in 16 countries. Don't go home and start doing that, all right?
Okay. We have seen that not work around here, and I suspect that this entire video is set as a build-up to show you this video right now of that not working.
Taki to
yes,
sposób
out.
rozwalamy po kolei, że jedna dziurka.
Tak,
zrobimy na 3, dobrze? Uważaj.
Raz, dwa.
That really happened?
Yes, never had that, but you just saw it. Never trust a man with that haircut, man, to do anything. Never mind hammer nails with your hand. What's the matter?
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
We will talk to you on Monday. Download the show on the ESPN thingamajiggies.
Before we go, I got a picture to show you.
Oh! Wow, that is sexy as hell. Greg Norman, that's imagined. That is how I always imagined that would look. Wait a minute, what did I just say?
Why did you have this photo?